Hello. So I'm just sharing with others that we are live right now to see if a few more people would like to join us for some crafting time. It's good to see everyone. I love to hear what you're working on. So please put that in the chat and hope everyone's having a great day so far. So I am going to be working on my maxi dress again. I did sign up for Sock Madness. Oh, hey Vienna, good to see you again. That blanket you're making is amazing. What pattern is it? Do you mind me asking? Yeah, I signed up for Sock Madness recently, so I could be working on the warm up sock and preparing all of the material that's needed for this Sock Madness. So this year, the Sock Madness includes socks requiring beads. Yeah, this year one of the patterns includes beads. Hey B, how's it going? You want to join me? I just signed up yesterday. You can sign up until tomorrow ends. So at 11:59 p.m. tomorrow, the registration closes. Um, Pacific time. Yeah, but the thing is that you don't actually have to go very far to get all the patterns. You can go through like one or two socks, then be like, all right, I'm exhausted. But I thought it would be fun, especially since this year one of them, the materials includes beads. I've never seen beads on socks before. Yeah, yes, you're gonna sign up. Yeah. I don't know if we'll be on the same team, but hey, because I just said I didn't care what team I was put on. I did it last year, and sure enough, was right. Yes, I remember that. I remember that. The Bahama Blanket by Tony Lupi. That sounds extremely familiar. Isn't that designer also going to be at Knit City Toronto? I feel like that designer is going to be there. I'm going to have to double check that. Let me look that up now and also finish sharing to other people that they should come join us. Also, if you do need a significant other to get you a last minute Valentine's Day gift, our gift cards for Cat's Craft Corner can be purchased online and directly emailed to the person purchasing to give to you. So, just a heads up. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Also, it does look like the votes from which like sort of themed items should be used for uh, Knit City Toronto garment is to include cats. So if you have any patterns that you would recommend that can be made in a month and a half, 2 months, please send it on over and make sure it has a cat on it. And then we can all make it as a group. Whether that's crocheted or knit, your choice. They could be two different ones based off of the craft type, but include a cat. Okay, let me double check the listing of people at Knit City. Knit City, Toronto, 2016. Sorry, 2026. Why did I see 16? Let's go to workshops, or better yet, instructors. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to read out who the instructors are since I'm looking at the list and something might catch your interest. So there's Alexina Hicks, Dario Dubiana, Julia Madill, Julie Boothiller. She's the one who has the Socks in a Box book. Kate Atherley, Mary W. Martin. Mary W. Martin is the one who I was talking about, that she does the fusion fission knitting. Sasha Hire. Stephanie Pearl McPhee. She sounds extremely familiar and very popular. Susan Crawford. She's the one who's actually giving the Heritage Sheep talk on, I believe, Saturday night. I'm going to that conversation. This might be where I'm getting confused. So it's not Tony Lupai, but it's Tony Lipsy. Also a very famous crocheter. Vera Valimaki, Wendo Van Essen. Again, I apologize if I've botched anyone's name. I'm horrible at enunciating names. But that appears to be who the instructors are. But yeah, that should be fun. So there is not a Tony Lupai, but there is a Tony Lepsy, who is a crocheter as well. Yeah. Should be fun. Okay, so this is how far I've gotten in my maxi dress so far. Dude, it's all connected. And I think I have to do about 50 stitches to get the blue to 6 inches. So the reason why I'm doing 6 inches is because the total connected straps, each side is 3 inches, totaling 6. So I want the actual blue striping here to be the same length as the strap blue. Also, I think it balances out the other color's joint length. So this is 2 inches, 1 inch, 2 inch. So this is 5 inches, and then this will be 6. So yeah, I'm excited. I do think it would be cool if there was a crochet version of Sock Madness, because I know you can. Yay! Go B, go! I know you can crochet socks, and the patterns for crocheting socks are becoming less taboo-y and more readily available. So that's awesome. But it'd be interesting if there was like a Sock Madness secondary group for crocheting. That'd be interesting for sure. Don't think it's anything I would feel comfortable starting, especially since I'm only just doing my first ever Sock Madness for knitting. But definitely something of interest. So if anyone's out there and thinking of an event that they want to try and give a whirl, why not? Yeah. Also, I don't know if it's still available, but I had heard that there is still a spot with the Grocery Girls on their Alaskan tour. Oh, you also made some progress on your shawl finally this morning. Awesome. How far are you? Did you get through all of section 3 or part of section 3, starting section 4? Whereabouts? Also, Gilligan is lying down in the corner, just hanging out. Yeah. But yeah, how far along? I got through the first hard row of section 3 and it wasn't that bad. I was just being a baby by not wanting to do it. Was it where the syncopated stitches start and with the cabling? Why do I have... Ah, yes, okay. Yeah, I get that. It does look very intimidating at first. So I definitely get that. Why is my sweater riding up uncomfortably? It's like when you wear a zipper sweater and it pops off funny because of the zipper. Sometimes it's funny. But yeah, I switched to using the chart too, which helped a lot to be able to... Yes, I do find the chart extremely useful. Understandable. The first section, I feel you can definitely read it written without getting confused for sure. But yeah, once you get to the little more complicated parts where it includes the cable brioche knitting, it's a lot more easy to get confused and lost in the writing format. You can still get lost on the chart, but at least the chart you see everything all at once. Where reading you kind of, go linearly. But yeah. No, that's awesome. That's really great, B. Can't wait to see how yours is coming along. If anyone is still interested, you are more than welcome to join us for our make along. So any craft that travels, embroidery, cross stitch, needlepoint, rug hooking, all of the above, you are more than welcome to join us. We've only had one meetup so far. Our next meetup is on February 17th from 7 till 9 p.m. online. So no matter where you're coming from, please come join us. Ooh, you're going to bring it tomorrow? Woo! Ooh, Evan's back in town. Woot woot. Elvis is in the building. They left the building for a week for family vacation, so can't wait to hear how that went. They went to beautiful BC. So excited. Yeah. Again, from my knowledge, no one specifically from the store has been affected by what's gone down in BC, but it is extremely unfortunate for all those that have been affected. I just want to be sensitive to that situation since I did mention British Columbia. But yeah, it's still a beautiful place, still beautiful people, but it does always take one person to ruin it for everyone. Yeah, but today is a really nice day. Yeah, you and me both, Vienna. You and me both. I did travel last year to Nova Scotia, but it wasn't really a vacation. It was more for babysitting. So my Nana's 96, and her short-term memory is definitely degraded, and she her mental capacity is not quite there. But she does have her long-term memory, and a lot of her memories are very strong from when she lived in Cape Breton. So there were moments 2 years ago where she's like, I'm never going to get back home. I'm at that age where like I'll probably never see home again. And so we've been trying to get out there. And last summer on the August long weekend, we went to Nova Scotia. That was the last vacation I've been on. But yes, I wouldn't really call it a vacation when you're being a caregiver. A lot of it was very much focused on making sure that my Nana saw everyone that she needed to see in case she doesn't make it back again. I'm not saying like pass away, just if her health continues to decline. Because there is a point where our family and her probably won't feel comfortable going on a plane. or driving. But yeah, I can't remember the last time I've been to BC. It was a while ago. It was before my cousin was in high school and he just graduated from university. So, that was an excellent question. When was the last time I was in BC? I know my uncle from BC is here in town. Him and my dad went to the zoo yesterday. Yeah, the zoo in the wintertime. And for some reason, my mom thought we still had elephants. And I'm like, no, pretty sure they were sent back to their country of origin for retirement, like to go to sanctuary. I'm pretty sure we don't have elephants. So she looked it up and we don't have elephants. We have hippos, we have rhinos, we have giraffes, we have zebras, we have different types of antelope. And what? We have a bunch of different types of sapiens, like monkeys and apes, and I think we still have orangutan. But you wouldn't really see any of them out in the pavilions at this time. I know they leave the doors open for the more hot climate focused, like preferred animals. So if they do decide that they want to go outside, they can. It's kind of like a free in and out thing. But I don't think any of the ones that prefer hot weather are out right now. So my dad probably just saw a lot of what you would see if you went up to Algonquin. Except for maybe Arctic wolves. They have Arctic wolves there, and they are big, big cuddle like not cuddle monsters. I would love to cuddle them, but they are big, little cuddly, like fluffy. I don't want to say they're monsters or beasts because they could have like the sweetest demeanor as a wolf, just not to someone lower on the apex food chain like myself. But if I was a wolf, I would hope that they would be nice to another wolf. Oh, we got mini cows. Mini cows. That's a thing. I knew there was miniature ponies and like miniature piggies, but miniature cows? That's awesome. Well, Toronto Zoo, if one goes missing, I do not have it. I didn't take it. No miniature cow here. That's just my new dog. But yeah, so I'm like, all right, well, Dad's going to be seeing the bears and oh, it's the Highland cows. Even better. They aren't really miniature. They're quite big, the Highland cows. They're pretty hefty. Mind you, I don't know if that's all fur, but they're pretty big. Like, they still stand taller than I am, and I'm 5'6". Okay. Cool. But yeah, I kind of want to call my dad and go, hey, so how was seeing all the empty pavilions and trees? What did you and my uncle get up to? You might have saw the bears, the polar bears, the Arctic wolves, and that's about all. Oh, and I think we have buffalo. So you might have seen that. Unless they went into like the actual indoor pavilions, and they probably saw a bunch of monkeys. And then I'd ask, oh, did you end up saying hi to any of our relatives and playing some euchre? I know, your double look-alike is in there, Dad. I love you. If I didn't, I wouldn't make fun of you. Well, I wouldn't poke fun. But yeah, my dad's also too small to be a monkey. Like, his arms are too small and his legs are too small. But for a small man, he runs really fast, especially since his knee replacements. He runs really fast again. Yeah. He kind of reminds me of Super Mario in that way. Like, small, tiny little man, no mustache, but can run really fast. Especially when they've just eaten and they're, like, fueled. So yeah, my dad's like the half Asian version of Super Mario. Half Asian and Scottish and Irish. Either way, can't handle his alcohol to the best after a certain point. He gets Asian glow, I get Asian glow. It's lovely. It's even better when you're actually sunburnt and then you have it, then you really look like a tomato. Yeah. Yeah. Good times. Actually, I don't know what they're doing today. I should find out. I know they wanted to grab dinner one day, but I work extremely late on Thursdays and Fridays, so I have no idea if dinner is actually going to be a thing or if they're just going to pop into the shop. Who knows? But it's funny seeing my dad and my uncle together. So they're the youngest of 6 or 7 kids and the only boys. And oh my god, do they look like carbon copies of each other, but one is black and one is Asian. Like, it is hilarious. It's just like, yeah, you two are brothers. But wait a minute. And they can both be just as annoying. My uncle is trying to convince me that Chris and I should have children because I'd make a good mom. I just look at him like he's funny. Like he grew a tree from his head somewhere. Like, I'm not ready for children. I am still a child. If you can't tell, I have a tiger piggy bank that I still covet. I am a child. Like, I have cat stitch markers. Okay, I shouldn't say like novelty things are associated with age and maturity. Like, uh, you can have. I am already a mom of fur children and a yarn store. Yep, that is very true. I am a fur mom. That sounds like some weird sex group. I shouldn't say it that way. But yeah. But no, there's nothing wrong with owning novelty things no matter how old you get. If it brings you joy, buy it, get it, enjoy it. Like, you're only as old as you think you are, right? Or your body tells you you are. That's actually one thing that's been interesting lately. So I don't know. I have to actually call my doctor. So yesterday I had sort of like palpitations where it felt like there was a weird fluttering, like in my chest, but it was kind of more like in my rib cage. And then before that, I had like a weird, like, I'm still extremely dehydrated, but I've had like a weird stint of drinking like 80 ounces of water and still being like, I could drink some more water. And then I actually had a moment after walking the dogs where I ended up extremely lightheaded, like my legs were going to give out and I was shaking. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Um, but this is also why I've been a little more aware of my health because I know for a fact my cardio and that is deplorable right now. So it could just be the fact that I've become deconditioned and it's my body just kind of being like, okay, keep doing what you're doing because we're still not better. We're at a baseline of what you used to be at. But my one friend and I are concerned that I might have the signs starting of like type 2 diabetes because it does run in my family. So who knows? Who knows? But I feel fine otherwise. Yeah. So my dogs and my kitty will always have a mummy. Yep. Unless somehow I accidentally fall and stab myself with a knitting needle. Knock on wood. Not gonna happen. I don't run with knitting needles. Just scissors. I know. Bad puns. Bad puns. But yeah. So I also forgot to share yesterday that a few good things that did come out of the networking event yesterday was that an idea was presented to me that I could get the shop's name out by hosting a workshop that I could teach at the Parkwood Estate. So that would reach more people that are looking at the workshops at Parkwood, get the shop name out there. And then I didn't realize that this was actually like a free option of sorts, but I can reach out to the Oshawa Chamber of Commerce communications team and the Oshawa tourism team and provide them with my marketing material and listing of all my events that are like workshops, March break camps, stuff like that, and they'll share it on their social media. So definitely going to have to send them that list, give them the DL on everything, and let them know when I'll send them some graphics that they can use. But yeah, it was really nice hearing that, and that was one good thing that came out of the networking event yesterday. But I always feel so awkward at networking events, like more awkward than talking here to not so much to myself, but still kind of to myself because I don't see your lovely faces. So it feels like I'm talking to myself. So I really do appreciate when you put some stuff in the chat, because then I know I'm not alone. Yay! But yeah, networking events are weird. I always wonder if like it would be better if we actually played like Zip Zap Zop, or the whole take a piece of toilet paper of how much you use or whatever, and then tell us 3 fun facts about yourself if you have 3 squares of toilet paper, or random icebreakers like that. I sometimes wonder if it'd be easier networking if we just went around being like, hey, 2 truths and a lie, go. But yeah, I used to be pretty good at it before COVID. COVID kind of screwed me up socially. Like I was pretty honest and blunt. I guess blunt and honest or accurate, and forthcoming as I am now. But I was a little, 2 truths and a lie. Yeah. I was honest, kind of a little blunt, a little more forthcoming back then. I'm still forthcoming now, but it's a little more hesitant when I go to talk to people. And I kind of got to pep myself up to do it. Be like, okay, you're quirky, not quite a weirdo where people will like run away from you. You don't smell, you're good to go. You did shower, you're good. The worst thing that happens is that you're like, okay, don't really have anything to talk about. Cool. But no one's gonna actually think that like, wow, that chick's, whoa. If they do, oh well. But I just gotta remind myself, like, I can handle networking. I can handle making, well, not necessarily new friends, but new connections. Because I've never really come out of a networking event with a new friend. That would have to be a very strong connection to create that friendship in such a professional setting, at least from my point of view. What else has been going on? Chris has been working a lot. I've been working a lot. I do need to step my game up, though. I feel like I've been slacking a little with getting my marketing material ready and getting my progress tracking, like scheduling figured out. And I'm kind of doing everything by this seat. What's that saying called? The seat of my pants, or flight of my, no, not flight of my pants. What's that saying? Anyways, it pretty much means I feel like I'm rushing everything and kind of leaving it to last minute. rather than having things prepared ahead of time and pre-scheduled, which is not normally me. Flying by the seat of my pants. Thank you. Yes. Yes, B. Thank you. So I'm going to allow myself the rest of this weekend, since it is a long weekend, to kind of continue the way I'm continuing. But come Tuesday, gotta brush myself off and get to it. Really step up to the plate and get all that scheduling of material, of when stuff goes out when, sorted. Because March is going to be here before I know it. And it's going to, like, I have to have things figured out. They don't have to be all in a row, but they have to be figured out. Yeah, so I am going to finish this row to my little heart stitch marker. Again, don't mind my ugly nails, my little heart stitch marker. And then I'm going to have to sign off because I have to get to the store. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I was going to try it on last night, but I couldn't get the cable over my shoulders without the possibility of my stitch stoppers being popped off. So I will use scrap yarn or finally purchase my own tried-on tubing to try it on, because this does have shaping involved, and I've never actually done shaping. I went into a weird rant about shaping yesterday and the different parts of the body that you can measure for different types of garments, and how the Ultimate Vogue knitting book has an excellent diagram with fill in the blanks of like A, B, C, D. So I should do that for myself one day and then just always have that as a cheat sheet in my knitting journal or knitting tracking book. Hello, Gilligan. Bye, Gilligan. But yeah. Okay, so I have a few more stitches and then I'm going to have to sign off. But thank you, B in Vienna, for joining me for a wonderful stitch session. I really appreciate it. With your presence and because you guys have been joining me, it has been making the February knitting challenge for the Canadian Cancer Society so much easier and so much more enjoyable. So thank you for joining me. All right, I'm done that row. Okay. One last little show of, oh, how did this end up all tangled? Oh, what a disaster. Okay, well, pardon the tangled yarn, but yeah, it's coming together. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Have a fantastic, fabulous, fun Friday, and enjoy your long weekends. All right, take care of yourself. Stay warm, stay dry, stay safe. Bye.